Hello, this is Itai Levitan at ForexLive. I'll be looking at NVIDIA Stock Technical Analysis, ticker NVDA, as you probably all know. And currently it's at $133, más o menos, in post market of 11th of February 2025. And I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. But I am looking at the price action since beginning of February, where it started with this little gap down and then started this channel. And we'll talk about how you set and identify this channel because I think it's an interesting technical analysis learning for those that are interested. Uh, Sometimes we have other aids in technical analysis that help us confirm patterns or movements or rejections or absorption or fake outs. In this case, I'm taking the the pitchfork, the modified Schiff pitchfork. You can read a little bit about it within the article where I'll embed this video. And if you're watching it on our YouTube channel, go ahead and check out ForexLive, NVIDIA Technical Analysis, Pitchfork, you'll find us. And this is on TradingView, of course. And basically, I'm working pretty much with the default configuration, but it's a matter of how you set it. In this case, I have here, if I'm looking at this action, before this surge, this is the low, right? See this big surge, and this is the low where I'm not that, but you get the picture right over here. Okay, the low of 10th of February. That's where I set, because I can be setting a lot of lines and a lot of pitchforks in many places, but this gives me the most recent price action. And then this over here on 10th of February 2025 with the high of 135 round number, probably not by coincidence, is the highest point of my pitchfork. And then I draw it again to that low and push it out. Okay, so basically this was set even before this low was came in. Okay, so and this can help you construct the channel that is already existing. In any case, we have one touch point, number one, number four, second touch point on the upper pane, five touch point. Those are three perfect touch points. Here on the lower band of the channel, we've got number two and number three, very close to being perfect, close enough. And here on the number six, it's getting a little bit messy, but until the last 2 hours and after hours, basically it was still piercing and maintaining that channel. And next we will have to see if that channel is breaks to the if price breaks to the downside and activates it as a bear flag. That's the next point to look at. But look how the pitchfork itself, with its the lines have to be parallel. It also confirms the channel. And also, by the way, if the sharp eyes would also see that the pitchfork again is defined by these points, but the middle line, the price actually didn't really reach it. That's weakness. That's a bit of a sign of weakness. But again, this is not good enough for now to know if the bear flag will be activated. But this is something to look at for tomorrow, for the 12th of February. Now, it is reasonable. By the way, this doesn't mean that NVIDIA will necessarily crash, but it's definitely not good for the bulls if we see now a sustained break and even 2 hour candles closing below this potential bear flag is definitely not good for the bulls. Better for the bears, that might want to look for another retest possibly and then start shorting. Now, another thing is that NVIDIA, it went up a lot lately since February 3rd, okay, all the way here to the top, 19.5% almost, okay, in basically in approximately 7 days, just over 7 days, 20% almost. That's crazy. Okay, so and we have in about 3 weeks or so, we have in earnings. Okay, so it would make sense that things would cool down. You could also, by the way, take this high, the same high, and put it on over. This is a pain, and here we have another. See how this channel is forming, and we can put it on a background, and we can put it extend to the right. So again, 3 perfect touch points at the top, 2 more at the bottom, and for price to show us that even after a fake out, it goes back into the channel and doesn't activate the potential bear flag, then that yellow thingy is a potential bull flag, right? So if it breaks up to the upside and even goes above, let's say it goes above the close here and the high of this, and then it would break out up over the 133.84, let's say 134, and is back into the channel, then we're back in business. Probably the bulls are back in business. Of course, you can look for confirmations again. For example, 2 consecutive 1-hour candles that are above this yellow bull flag and back into the upward channel. Okay. Otherwise, if well, let's actually keep that. Again, if we start breaking down, you see even one close of 1-hour candle, but I would say 2. And not to mention that if it breaks down too, what happened here? Okay, if it breaks down, okay, this is probably a late confirmations for a lot of you, but yeah, let's just take this. Okay, let's take this. If it does something like this, test it, and then goes down back to the mid channel and breaks that also yellow potential bull flag, when a bull flag that is supposed to be bullish is broken down to the downside, it's very bearish. When a potential bear flag, an upward channel, breaks to the upside, that's extremely bullish. Okay, it goes against the pattern. So that would definitely be very bearish, which means a lot more downside probably for NVIDIA. Now, some of you might say, "You listen, you're in 1-hour time frame here. I don't know. This is not for me. I'm holding for the next 5 years within the AI revolution." Fine, then it's not for you. That's fine. However, even if you're holding and into earnings, you might want to take some chips off the table if that bearish scenario plays out. Maybe you want to, again, it's an orientation, but it means something, but definitely it's more for swing traders. Some people would even mitigate the risk by buying options. In this case, I would say, okay, this is bullish. If I'm down here below the 129 on tomorrow, let's say, and maybe even later, but below that potential yellow bull flag, then I'm bearish, then maybe you want to do something about that. I don't know. If we're back into the channel and breaking out of this bull flag, bulls are looking good, and I wouldn't short, for example. Okay, so this is an orientation, and it teaches you a little bit about how to confirm the channel with that pitchfork. Some of these shootouts are also because of pre-markets, but the pattern is intact. Visit ForexLive for additional perspectives, and thank you.